Bitmine is absolutely crashing, and it's also didn't release its earnings. So what is going on? As of this recording, Bitmine is down about 8% and it just keeps on crashing. Well, we will talk about all what you need to know now, why you should be very, very happy and not panic, and all about that here in this video.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
If you're watching me the very first time, then my name is Danny and I'm looking forward to find X10 stocks that can go X10, 20, 30, 50x like I did for Palantir, Tesla, Nvidia, or Robinhood. And specifically Tesla, I was pounding on the table buy when the stock is going down, okay? Because I put my life savings into it at 17 and then every day I watched go to $6 and I bought every single month, and the rest is obviously history. So what this teaches you a little bit, well, first of all, if you have a high conviction stock and it goes lower and you bought, let's say, Bitmine for 50 and it goes to 25, you just keep on buying, okay? Average into your position, average down if it's going up. If you love the stock at 50, you will be absolutely phenomenal in love at 20 or 25 or 30, okay? I don't think we go that low, but you know, everything is possible. Stocks can go always higher and lower than you think. So when my subscribers watching me since 6 years, they bought apartments and houses. And so I think it's a very good return of investment to actually subscribe to both of my YouTube channels and also to make sure to follow me on X. Now, there's one more thing. I never advertise any garbage, stock or kind of the, product or broker or whatsoever. I always say, you know what? I want to show you my own product that we built for the last 3.5 years. It's our AutoPilot. It's x10daytrading.com, where our professional day trading team sends you all the trades that we are doing for ourselves into your portfolio. You don't have to do anything. You just have to switch it on and it's all done for you. If you want to have that in your life and in your investment portfolio, and if you want to grow between like 8 to 15% every single month, then check out x10daytrading.com, schedule a call with me personally, and we see if we can help you as well. And then we can grow your portfolio also from 10,000 to about like 58,000 in the first 12 months, right? So with that said, let's first dive into what didn't happen, okay? There was a lot of rumors that Bitmine actually will release earnings, okay? There was a lot of talks on X, there was a lot of talks on YouTube, there was a lot of things that were a little bit confusing. As you might remember, I was trying to find out for days which time the earnings call is. There was no information on the website. So there was just some, let's say, maybe general date on TradingView. Maybe, they just anticipated it that day. So there was no statement by Bitmine. There's no date even on the Bitmine website. So you can imagine that they haven't yet announced it. Okay. So it was a huge mistake by the Bitmine community to assume that the automatic generated date would show the earnings of this company. Okay. So that to put to the side, I think that we should be very, very interested what actually the current market situation does, right? So think about it. Everything looks pretty bullish, right? So Fed came out and said like, hey, we want to really make sure that we follow the data. We will ease the money supply in terms of we will not reduce the money supply, all right? Then we also want to cut rates further. This is all bullish comments. And in the end of the day, the top of the iceberg is actually saying, hey, we actually cut the rate. So bullish for growth stocks, bullish for risk assets like crypto. And with that said, why Bitmine still went down? Right? But there's another thing. There's also the overall market, right? So the overall market got a little bit hot, right? Everything got to all-time highs. Then we had the Meta and Google earnings. Now we have the Apple and Amazon earnings. Then we have the Nvidia earnings. So a lot of earnings that will decide how this market will actually do. I think that we still have some room to go up. I think end of year rally is still on. It's just like the normal volatility that you have at all-time highs. And obviously, like, some people or some investors or some market phases are always sell the news a little bit, right? So now everything is out that the rates are being cut and so on. So I want to dive with you together and just look into a couple of things over the market and see for yourself what we can, read from that and what we think Bitmine could do in the next couple of days. So the market shakeout is happening in the whole market. Okay, so if you're looking into Ethereum dropped again below 4,000 US dollars. So that's obviously not a good sign. I think it could go to 3,675 and then 3,500 if we see a really bigger correction here. However, I think that's never even possible to time. We could just like fake out here, go straight back to 4,000, and then you see Bitmine faster at 55, then you can say actually Tom Lee. Okay, so here you can see that the next levels here, we are kind of a support level here at 45. We broke through an important level, which is 48. So as long as we stay in this level for a bounce back to 51, 55, then, and then, towards the end of the year rally, should we then see at least, in my personal opinion, $100 per share. You can never time that perfectly. So, you should be always happy when your favorite stocks go down. I bought a couple of $1,000s more share. I think 9,000. You can see the screenshot here. I bought it, I think, day before yesterday because I'm buying almost every single day between $3,000 to $20,000 of Bitmine. And I don't care what the price is because I know I'm buying a $500 company now for $50. Okay, so this is my personal mindset. If you want to adapt that, I think it's a pretty good one. So you see the market also doesn't have this crash vibes, right? So if you look into the QQQ, we are kind of bouncing back and forth. It doesn't give me the vibe of like a huge panic sell-off, just a little bit of a cool down. We had a lot of gap apps. So you can see here, we opened always higher the other day. So those gaps usually get filled. Those are the things that you need to consider. Also, Bitmine recovering here from the lows apparently. So I think it's less dramatic than everybody thinks. I think this is just another fantastic buying opportunity here on a Bitmine and the market in general. Let me know what you think, and I would love to see you obviously tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to both of my channels, to X, and let me know if you want to be part of our group xanddaytrading.com. I see you tomorrow. Remember, the grass is greener always on the other side.